Virginia has pulled within a run against LSU here in the top of the 7th. And the pitching change brings on a young man by the name of Chad Jones, sophomore, a homegrown product from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He's a big kid. He's actually bigger than he's listed at 6'3", 222. He will be, according to the depth chart, the starting free safety for LSU's powerhouse football team this fall. He started out playing baseball this year, played the first 14 games, hit .350 as an outfielder, then had to go to spring football practice for 5 weeks, lost his job, as you could understand, and when they came back, the outfield rotation was going so well they didn't want to mess it up, and thought, well, he's here, let's see if we can get him to do something else. Took him down to the bullpen, and all at once they said, hey, you got to come and see this. This kid can really chuck it.
This is only 1 week after spring football. Just put him on the mound, got him out there. They're playing Auburn, put him in there after 2 side sessions. Not even facing hitters, 2 side sessions. Got the bases loaded, struck out the next 2 guys. They took him out. The reliever came in. He left the field to a standing ovation.
Aaron Andrews, that's pretty good stuff, isn't it?
It's great stuff. And, you know, the crowd in that game and the LSU dugout absolutely went off when this kid was just throwing gas that game. And I just talked to head coach Paul Manieri. He said he brought him in because he liked the lefty versus lefty matchup. You talked about his Manny Ramirez hair. He's been called the dreadlocks of doom down in Baton Rouge. But Coach Manieri likes to call him LSU's secret weapon. Because remember, when they had him throwing for the coaching staff, they kept that quiet from the public and from the fans at LSU.
Oh, I like dreadlocks of doom. That's good.
Oh, and Paul Manieri told us the story. It wasn't hilarious because he was a starting left fielder. When he got 2 outs after he struck out the second guy in that first game after only 2 sidewalks, he held up 2 fingers to the field and to the stands like he was warning the other outfielders, you know, how many outs?
2 balls, no strikes to Jarrett Parker, who was struck out twice and walked twice. Takes a high fastball. Let's take you back to that appearance against Auburn. Struck him out. Yeah, 2. We got 2. Let's get 1 more. Fastball right in there.
And usually a young man like this gets an opportunity after being the left fielder to come into the blowouts when the game is 23-2 and they need a pitcher just to fill in. And so a regular says, oh, I used to pitch in high school. I used to pitch in Little League. Let me do it. This young man comes out of 5 weeks of football, 2 side works, comes in against Auburn, strikes out a couple guys, and then the Iceman came in behind him and got the save.
Pretty good. 3-1 on the corner. Werman was about 5 steps toward first base.
I'm going to really tip my hat if he throws him a 3-2 curveball with that much pitching experience. 90-91 on the outside corner. 3-0 and 3-1 are more impressive enough. See what kind of pitch he gets. Fastball away.
Parker has fanned 71 times this year coming into this game. That is low and outside. And there are 2 runners aboard. Werman goes to second. Parker on at first. And Gosselin, who was 0 for 4, looking for that first hit. And Gosselin, the only player in this ball game who has not reached base tonight.
He has not reached base, but remember the home run he had to start the NCAA tournament against Steven Strasburg, so he can turn around upper 90s. He knows how to hit.
Let's see if he gets anything inside. He obviously likes that pitch. There's the fastball, low in the zone.
For those of you at home that don't know who Steven Strasburg is, that's San Diego State's #1 draft pick. #1 of #1 by the Nationals. Has touched 103 miles an hour, and Gosselin turned him around his first at bat in the NCAA tournament.
Yikes. 103 is some serious speed on that gun. Popped up on the infield. And LeMahieu is there. So Chad Jones does his job, comes in, gets out of a jam. It's a runaway for LSU. All three of their games have been, and today even more so. The Tigers have pounded out 15 hits, scored 13 runs, have 2 aboard here in the 9th, and have forced another pitching change. Christian Kowalchuk, a junior from Canada, from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, has come on for his 16th appearance. 3.63 ERA, no wins, no losses. The 8th Arkansas pitcher that Dave Van Horn has used. That ties a College World Series record. And Chad Jones, the new pinch hitter, he is going to be a starting safety on LSU's football team this fall. About 240 pounds, and he can run. And that describes an LSU safety.
46 total tackles in 12 games with an interception.
And that was as a backup.
And that's a little opposite of Jared Mitchell. Jared Mitchell got to come to spring baseball.
Yes.
Because he is like the 5th, 6th, 7th wide receiver, and Les Miles let him come to baseball, and he goes first round draft pick. This young man's going to play on Sunday in the NFL.
A little looping liner. Bigham couldn't corral it. It's a base hit and an RBI for Chad Jones.
Chad Jones was losing time as an outfielder, and they decided, let's take him down the bullpen and see what he looks like. And since outfielders always give outs, in his first outing, he started holding up 2 outs after he struck out the second hitter, loaded the bases. They're going, oh no, should we really made him a pitcher? He struck out the next 2 guys. Paul Maneri got him out, and he was letting everybody know how many outs were there.
They call him dreadlocks of doom. Gotta love that. 14-2 Arkansas.
It was interesting when he came over from the football team, the dreadlocks were, real long. And then Paul Maneri was thinking, I'm probably going to have to ask him to cut it a little bit. And the kids on the team, the guys on the team got word that he was going to ask him to cut his hair. And he says, no, we love it. Let him have it. It's
Player
intimidating. We like it. LSU, we show up opposing park. He's got the dreadlocks working. We've got an edge.
I like it too. Cool stuff.